So Paris, good thing the weather was okay. I mean, we were in Turkey already for 2 months and then 2.5 months. And then nung lumipat kami sa Paris, it was kind of similar, like the weather. So it was really fine. And then going into the tournament, knowing na, well, my first round, I'm ranked 273 because I stopped for 4 years and had zero competitions. So 273 yung ranking ko. And then I saw the draws. And my first opponent was a world champion, a two-time European
Yeah.
champion, and ranked number 19. So I'm like, what the heck? Sobrang malas ko naman.
Oh.
But it turned out, but so before that, I was just focused on, okay, everyone is pantay-pantay in this competition. So wala yung ranking na yan. And I'll just study her objectively, like how she is, and I'll try to make it work. And it worked. So after that first round, I won against her 3-2, and it was such a miracle for me already. I felt that was like finals level because it was so hard, and ginapang ko for the 3 minutes and nakaya, so it's not impossible. And then the next round was against Tunisia. This time she was ranked 50, and I'm still 273. And she was a Mediterranean champion, an African champion, an African Games champion. So medyo ano siya. And she was really big because in my category, they combined the -68 to the +68. And my weight is like barely there. I'm like 62. I'm at the lower level, so 62. Tapos yung next na kalaban ko was like from +68. So she's like a lot bigger than me. And then, and her special technique was like a takedown. And so I was na takedown ako super easily. And I was down 3 right away. And I tried. Pero I tried to get back and get back. And siguro yun yung kulang din sa amin. Like when we were training, I was already the biggest girl in our
Oh.
team. So I didn't fight anyone bigger. So lahat sila mas maliit sa akin. And then I didn't get the experience of trying to fight a really big girl na that could do that takedown technique. So yun yung kulang din siguro na I wish I'd seen before the tournament. So I could have adjusted before. So yun. But then it wasn't like kita ko naman na if I had a little more exposure, it's not impossible. That's why I don't feel so bad about the loss na I think I could have done this and could have done this. Pero it was really out of my control and meron talagang limitations. Kaya hindi ko na-clinch yung Olympic slot na yun. So there. I mean, I think I did pretty well. I mean, natalo, yung world champion, nasa level ako niya. So I believe na kakayanin naman with the right training and everything.
Yeah, when I read the article nga that you beat the really great, yeah, the world champion, there's one of the best in the world. I was like, that's amazing pa rin nga. Kasi syempre, you didn't play for how many years. So it was a great achievement in your part that you were able to do it. Pero yeah, going back to yung takedown na sinasabi mo, I think it's kind of tough also because if there was no pandemic nga, maybe you would have had more competitions or sparring sessions with bigger people. So you were like have more exposure with girls that are bigger. But since nga you said na yung mga kalaban mo are just people smaller than you, it's kind of tough because how do you like anticipate it except like on film, which is still
Yeah.
difficult because it's different pag film and in real life. So it was for you, parang what else could you have done din naman na parang that was not because of the pandemic. It couldn't really prepare in a different way maybe, or it was gonna be a harder time for you to find people that were bigger than you in the pandemic.
Super, super, exactly. As in, I know now, like watching film, she can do this, but it was a completely different situation and super foreign situation to me at that moment. Na parang, what? Parang I was like, na-shock ako na, oh my gosh, this can happen pala. Pero it's really different. And also yung first nakalaban ko, the world champion, like I studied her film a lot and you're there. So she was like a lot faster in person than it was on film. So I had to adjust on the spot na to her speed and everything.
Yeah, you mentioned nga that it was a great learning experience for you because you knew that you can actually reach that level if you just keep working hard and yun nag-break ka pa nga ng 4 years pero you know in your mind that you can compete with them. So ano yung parang biggest or like several learning lessons na mapupulot mo from this whole experience, especially yan it's in the midst of a pandemic, for your future tournaments? Ano yung mapupulot mong lesson?
yeah, I guess that I think the biggest takeaway for me is that exposure is really important. Like, kasi going into the qualifiers, buong buo yung loob ko and yung puso and my mindset and everything. But I realized that that is not enough to carry you to the Olympics. Um, there are a lot of factors, especially I think in the sport karate. Like, it's not like when you're done practicing yun na yun. Parang ang daming pwedeng mangyari within 3 minutes that are so crucial and like game changing. And so important talaga yung like everything aligns. Like you have perfect training, a good coach, um good exposure, experience in tournaments. And dapat align sana yung goals like ng athlete and ng government ng NSA so that you can reach that goal together because you really can't do it alone. And although having said that, hindi rin pwedeng kulang yung mindset mo and kulang yung loob. Like you need to believe in yourself for you to get there because that's the minimum requirement for you to at least believe na kaya. And to actually work for it. I mean, looking at like Heidelin,
Mm-hmm.
I saw na it really didn't take like one snap of a finger for her to win that. It took so many years of her
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice for her to get that. And kaya sobrang inspiring din talaga ng athletes. Like they dedicate really their whole lives into to this for their sport. So ayun, it's really tough. Like so many things on the line, and you need really a lot of luck and hard work and all together working for you.